So many people, they have a doubt and a question always: why did Lord Krishna have to dance with so many girls? Right? And not even we may not have doubts. Many people will ask, "You are worshipping Krishna, but that Krishna is dancing with so many girls. How it is possible? How your Lord can do that?" So yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, we can't
Yeah, yeah.
audible voice.
Yeah, so I think now my voice is audible. Yeah. Philosophy of Shri Krishna Rasa Lila, based on Krishna Book chapter 29 to 33. So a question may come, why did Lord Krishna perform this Rasa Lila? What is Rasa Lila? Krishna dancing with the girls of Vrindavan is called Rasa Lila. A question may come, why did Krishna perform this wonderful pastime there? See, if you see in this world, many people have an idea that spiritual life is bore, means shanti, shanti. And some people think, okay, in material life, I have many more options there. So Krishna performed his pastime to show how spiritual life is so amazing. How spiritual life is so amazing. And therefore, he come to this world to show those pastimes and leelas. Like you see cowherd boys playing. Everybody likes to play in this world or not? So Krishna is playing there in the spiritual world. And that's what you have to do in the spiritual world, just play. Same way, Krishna shows here that how, see, people are bound by material sex attraction. But Krishna exhibited dance, show them special favor to captivate the conditioned soul. The spiritual world also, there are many higher things. There are much more better spiritual pleasures. By becoming attracted, they enjoy life with Krishna. Ultimately, they become liberated from the material condition. As you see, there is a better standard of pleasure in the spiritual world. See, Krishna is Atma Rama, self-satisfied. What Atma Rama means? Atma Ram. जो आत्मा में रमन करे उसको क्या बोलते हैं? आत्मा राम. There. So Krishna is Atma Rama and Apta Kama. Means Atma Rama means he's self-satisfied. Even he needs something, he can fulfill himself. He doesn't need anybody. There. So Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, always fulfills 6 opulences. He has no personal desire that needs fulfilling. And he doesn't need anybody for satisfaction. He only acted because the gopis wanted him as a husband, and they did the Katyayani Vrata. The mercy behind the Rasa Lila, see, avatar. Avatar means Krishna comes to our platform. So, so-called moralists find Krishna's pastime disturbing. However, this activity shows special mercy to fallen souls. So, there is iron, there is gold. If suppose in your home iron is there from last 10 years, what will you do now with that iron? वो कबाड़ में भेजोगे? How much you will, if 1 kg iron is there, how much you will get? How much you will get? Money. 100 rupees, 50 to 100 rupees. 1 kg iron you will get. But now same way, this is 10 years old gold, 1 kg gold. You'll keep in your locker, isn't it? And how much will you get? 1 crore. Not like 1.5 cr. Between 1 to 1.5 cr, depending on the rate of the gold. So now here, this 10 years old iron, you want to throw it out. अभी तो उसमें जंग लग गई है. And here is gold you want to keep in the locker. Same difference between the mundane, in this world we find boy-girl relationship, and Krishna's relationship with the gopis and Vrindavan. One is iron, which you want to take it out. It gets rusted over a period of time. Another is gold. Right? So to mistake, now just you think gold to be iron and throw out of the house. How unfortunate it is. So if we think that Krishna Rasa Lila is something like of the mundane world, such a big mistake it will be. We will lose so much. So Krishna's pastime with the gopis is, there is no lust over there, is prema. Atma Indriya Prichi Vancha Tare Bole Kam, Krishna Indriya Priti Vancha Tare Bole Prem. To satisfy one's senses is called lust, to satisfy Krishna's senses is called love. So it's a complete divine pastime which eternally happens in the spiritual world. There's one of the name of Krishna in the Vedas is Gopijan Vallabha, the master of the gopis, because these pastimes are eternally happening in the spiritual world. There, Krishna does. And they're supposed to be like gold. And great Vaishnavas, so one is under Mahamaya, external energy, 3 gunas. Rajoguna. So in this world, the people, like movies, you see so many things there. So these are based on the Rajoguna. But Krishna's Rasa Lila, attraction of the gopis, is based on Yogamaya, the internal potency, which is like gold. So lust and love. So gopi desired only to satisfy Krishna. So they were the, the gopis are not ordinary women. If you know, from Garg Samhita, who all people became the gopis? When Lord Ram went to the forest of Dandakaranya forest, so all the sages, they said, "Oh Lord, you're so attractive. We also, please marry us also." And Lord will say, "Hey, you're sages, Baba, how will I marry?" Say, by our mystic power, we can change our form. We'll also become like Sita. So Lord said, no, ek patni kar. When I come as Krishna, that time you will come as gopis. So this Dandakaranya sages came as the gopis. So when you see Krishna doing Rasa Lila, just imagine the sages are there and Krishna dancing with them. Will there be any problem? So the sages have come becoming as gopis and Krishna is performing the Rasa. Same way, Vedas. You heard about the Vedas? Now these Vedas, many Vedas are personified deities in Brahmaloka. They stayed in Satyaloka. So when these Vedas heard about Rasa Lila, they said, "Lord, please grant us also. We also do Rasa Lila." So Krishna said, "Okay, come when I come next time. That time you come." So this Shruti-chari gopis, this Shrutis, which is called the Vedas, personified, they became like gopis. So like that, there are many group of people who are waiting from long time to have a relationship with the Lord as a husband, they all became gopis. So many lifetimes they have been waiting. So therefore, it's something very, very divine. Then Krishna says that you love me so much, I cannot pay your love. I cannot repay your love. Be satisfied with your love. For many lifetimes, I cannot pay your love together. So Krishna was so much indebted by their devotion. They are the greatest devotees there. So they forsook all social and religious obligations for Krishna. Their devotion was completely ahetuki and pratihita. Now, what happens? Krishna does this pastime in Golok, Vrindavan, eternally. Now, this material world, the 15th chapter of Gita says, this material world is a reflection of the spiritual world. So, all those pastimes, they reflected over here. And what is in the top in the spiritual world were reflected as the lower here. So, there are 5 rasas. Madhura rasa, Sakya rasa, Vasalya rasa, Vasalya Sakya, Dasa and Shante. So in this world you appreciate Shanti, okay, peaceful person. And somebody is attached to his wife. What do we say? A wife is attached to, we say, na, it's not considered very, some man is attached to his wife. Man is doing the duty, it is appreciated. But man is attached to wife is not appreciated in this world so much there. But in the spiritual world, this love is the highest, Madhurya Rasa, which is manifested because it's a reflection, so it comes in a perverted form. So what is highest appear to be lower in this world. So therefore, the world, the conjugal love we find in this world is only a chaya of the spiritual world. But original love exists where? In the spiritual world. So like a tree afflicted. Now, Krishna's pastimes cannot be imitated. Like Lord Shiva drank halal. Can we drink halal? Can they imitate? Then Krishna can do Rasa. Can we imitate Rasa? No. See, if you drink halal, what will happen? We'll die. If we try to imitate Krishna, we will fall down. We do commit sin. Then all these gopis who came to Krishna, they came in their spiritual bodies. Because when Krishna called them, so Krishna played his flute. And all these gopis who loved Krishna, they came. But the husband felt the wives were there with them. Because they came in their spiritual body. Because anybody who has any amount of lust in their heart, they cannot take part in us. So they came in a completely body which is free from dust. So the metal body remains sleeping inside, beside their husbands. So therefore, it is not something between metal bodies, it is something of the spiritual bodies. The Atma is on the level of Atma. So Krishna is Adhokshaja, completely transcendent to material nature. There is no distinction between Krishna and his body. Now say, okay, did Krishna also came in his spiritual body? No, Krishna himself is spiritual. He doesn't need to come in a spiritual body. He never enjoys or suffers the result of his activities. And there's no 6 impulse in the Lord. One time, Durvasa Muni came. And gopis made a lot of dishes for Durvasa to serve Durvasa Muni. But they have to cross Yamuna. Krishna says, say to river Yamuna, if I am a brahmachari, if Krishna is a brahmachari, please give us the way. Yamuna gave the way. And then Durvasa Muni ate a lot of there. And they took for Durvasa Muni. And then Durvasa Muni ate a lot of there. Then they had to cross back. And then they asked Durvasa Muni how to cross back. He said, if Durvasa Muni only survives by eating Durvasa grass, then give the way. Again, Yamuna give the way. Then the gopis went to Krishna, how you are brahmachari and Durvasa Muni eats on there. And Krishna says, see, I don't have to enjoy you. I'm just reciprocating. You want me? No, I'm just reciprocating with you as your lover. But I have nothing to do with it. So I'm still a brahmachari. Same way Durvasa Muni ate because he wanted to satisfy you. But he doesn't need all that food items. Also, Krishna first lifted, when Krishna was 5 years of age, he danced on Kalia. When Krishna was 7 years of age, he lifted Govardhan. At 8, and what age Krishna did Rasa Lila? 8 years of age. At what age? 8 years. There. So that if somebody has to do Rasa Lila, first go lift Govardhan Hill. Still Krishna left Govardhan Hill. So if you want to do Rasa Lila, chalo, jao and do live Govardhan Hill. If you can live Govardhan, then you can do Rasa Lila. Otherwise, don't do. Otherwise, it is Rasa Lila. So, and what happens if somebody hears this beautiful pastimes, then his heart is also free from lust. And what happened in Rasa Lila? Krishna was the center of dancing with Radharani, and around the whole circle, Krishna manifested as the number of gopis came. So Krishna only can manifest into that many forms. Nobody else can. And Krishna was dancing with each gopi around the circle with it. So Krishna manifested, just like Paramatma manifests in the heart of all living entities. Like that, Krishna manifested in as that many forms in his original rupa, Swam Rupa, and we're dancing with each there. So and all these gopis are Krishna's internal potency, are the Krishna's own potency. If a shopkeeper goes, if the owner of the shop comes and take anything and eat, can you say, "Kyun kha rahe? Uski to shop hai puri." He can take anything or not. Can anybody ask him or not? So all this energies belongs to whom? Now 10th rules of Lord Krishna, last. So first thing is Krishna's age was only 8 years old. So it is not like a 18-year boy and a 16-year-old girl. It's a Krishna's age was 18, similar was the age of the gopis. There. There. So Krishna enjoyed the Rasa dance when he's 8 years old. Because Krishna at 11 years of age, he went to Mathura. Gopis' bodies were spiritual. They came in their spiritual bodies. The bodies of the gopis, which are their husbands, were lying in bed, but a spiritual part and parcel of Krishna were dancing with him. Okay. So therefore, no reason to accuse Krishna with any way. So if somebody wants to imitate Krishna, then dance on Kalia. Kalia 1,000 hoods. So to dance on a snake is not easy. And to dance on a snake like Kalia is not at all easy. Same way, to live Govardhan Hill, you go and live one morning, I do Shodapchar Puja. So we have Giriraj in Sheshadipuram, Jagannath Mandir. So it's this much small Shila. When you come to take darshan, you will see how many take darshan there. So this much Shila is there when you come to take darshan. To lift, I have to use both hand and take it, one Shila. This much Shila, that much big Shila. I have to little bit exert, to bring it to there. Now what to say of lifting full Govardhan? If you can lift this big boulder of Govardhan, That still is a big thing. Krishna lifted it like this thing, and then he did it. Like his son falls on urine. So sun gets contaminated, urine gets purified. So Krishna is supreme purifier. So all these gopis who came, they were expansion of Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani herself is expansion of Krishna in the spiritual world. See, the gopi associated with Krishna assembled from different groups. Most of the gopis are eternal companions of Krishna. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibha Vitavi. Especially the gopis are manifestation of the pleasure potency of Lord Krishna. Their expansion Srimati Radharani. But when Krishna exhibits his transcendental pastime within the material world in some of the universes, not only the eternal associates of Krishna come. From where they came? From Golok? Vrindavan. But also those who are being promoted to that status from this material world, if they had been bound by fruitive action, they were full free from the action karma by constant meditation on Krishna. It says, Vikriditam Brajavaduvidam cha Vishnu Shraddhanvito Anushurnaya Athaparneyatya Bhaktim Param Bhagavati Pratilabhya Kamam Hidaroga Ashu Apinoti Achirena Dhira. Anyone who faithfully hears or describes the Lord's playful affairs with the young gopis of Vrindavan will attain the Lord's devotional service. Thus, he will quickly become sober and conquer lust, the disease of the heart. So, by hearing something, you give up all your anarthas. How it can have anarthas? It should be completely pure or not? Okay. Now, another thing, people say Krishna married 16,108 wives. See, what to say of the gopis? But Krishna had how many wives? I said, my God, you're worshipping the Lord who has 16,108 wives. People may ask a question or not. So how will you answer that? That you're worshipping somebody. Now, if somebody asks you, why did Krishna married 16,108 wives? Think about it, no? Even you have 160 dormitories, 100 people in one dormitory, 160 dormitories it will take. Big number or not? 1600, 16,000. Huh? Very huge. But Krishna gave palace for each queen. Krishna himself manifested into 16,108 forms, living with Krishna manifested into 16,000 forms, living with each wife. Who can do that? Now, Krishna actually married only 8 wives. Right? Rukmani, Jambati, Satyabhama, Lakshmana, Bhadra, Kalindi, Mitravinda. So like that, 8 wives only Krishna married in Swayamvar. And those days, kings would have 10 wives. Like Krishna Vasudev had 18 wives. There, kings would have many wives. It was a normal thing those days. Arjuna had many wives there because they were Kshatriyas would need many children to fight. So they will have many wives to produce more progeny for the purpose of protecting Dharma there, especially the Kshatriya. So now but when Krishna killed Bhaumasur was Lord's own son. When Varahadev came, Bhaumasur went into bad association, which happened. So we'll see this pastime as the Leela goes ahead. So when Krishna killed Bhaumasur had captured the 16,108 princes from all over the universe. They said, Lord, ab hamara kya hoga? Hamara kaun karega? You only please us set ups. And that time Krishna married 16,100 wives for their pleasure and gave them all facilities. So Krishna did a favor to them. Point there. So Krishna was not, and the verse comes, though these queens were very, very attractive, like Satyabhama, even Cupid will get attracted, but they could never attract Krishna. If Krishna is not attracted by his wife, then what to say of the gopis? Hey, morally, somebody's wife, then one gets attracted, no problem. But Krishna is transcendental, nobody can attract him. But they please him by their sincere bhakti, sincere devotion. So just like cows are Krishna's devotees, Arjuna is Krishna's devotee, same way all these girls are also Krishna's. Anybody can do bhakti. Like in ISKCON temple, you see so many girls coming. Right? Because anybody can do worship to Krishna, isn't it? Krishna said. So that's how the Krishna is accepting their worship. Now, just think, who hear all these pastimes of Rasa Lila? Sannyasis. Now, who is a sannyasi? Sannyasi is one who has given up this one, especially any relationship to do with their wife or any woman for any purpose of sense gratification. That is called sannyasi there. Now, many sannyasis, like Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is a very strict sannyasi 500 years back, but he is hearing Rasa Lila. Now, why a person who has given up all worldly things will want to hear some mundane affairs, some boy and girl affair? That means it has to be very divine or not? Same way, who is narrating this pastime of Srimad Bhagavatam? Sukdev Goswami. Now, what is the Sukdev Goswami? Sukdev Goswami was so detached. See? Sukdev Goswami was so detached. The moment he took birth, he was going to jungle. Actually, he had become 16 years old in the womb only. When Lord Krishna came and told, oh, no, you come out, Maya will not touch you. Then he came out, the son of Vyas. And the moment he came out, he is running. I'm going to jungle. While he was going on the way, some ladies were taking bath without any clothes. And Sukdev Goswami also was naked, but he went by. Ladies had no problem. They understood this boy is completely pure. He doesn't understand the difference between boy, male and female. But when Vyasadeva went, they all put on their clothes. Vyasadeva asked, "Arey, mera beta gaya, 16 saal ka." He was completely naked. You didn't have any problem. But I am coming, you have problem. Said, see, your son doesn't know difference between male and female. Because you are a householder, you know difference between male and female. So that was the purity of Sukdev Goswami, who was narrating this Rasa Lila. So naturally, he won't talk something boy and girl, something divine only he will talk about, who's speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. And who's hearing? Parikshit is hearing, he's going to die while a romantic hairs were dying. The problem is Antanarayana Smriti. Plus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all sannyasis, they are hearing about Rasa Krishna. And just I give example, it is Krishna's own energy, a chocolate person eating in a sweet shop, picking up and eating a chocolate himself. Can you say, why are you eating chocolate? अरे मेरी दुकान है बाबा, मैं खा लिया chocolate, क्या बड़ी बात है? कोई बोल सकता है, कोई नौकर बोल सकता है, कोई बोल. So everything belongs to Krishna. All senses belong to Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced deep loving emotions of Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. But what is the problem is what? See, whatever glass you put, that's how you see the world in this world, isn't it there? The same way, if we have, so some businessman goes in the forest, what he will think, oh, itne sare trees, isko cut kar dunga to kitne paise milenge. So same way, if we have a lusty eye, then everything you say, oh, boy, girl dancing, you know. So we see with that eye only, so kuch to kar rahe honge. Because we have that Kam Anjan, so we see everything with Kam Anjan. But you can see this Rasa with Prem Anjan, eyes of love, how Krishna enjoy. Like you see, Haridas Thakur was chanting whose name? Krishna's name. And the prostitute came. For 3 days, she wanted to seduce. But Haridas Thakur changed the prostitute only. So by chanting Krishna's name, you get so much power that nothing in this world affects you. And how that Krishna can get affected by something mundane? Logical or not logical? And now what happened when Krishna was doing Rasa Lila, gopis thought, oh, we are only very fortunate. Krishna at that moment only left. Like Krishna doesn't like you are feeling superior, you know. And the dead of night they were Tav Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiritam Kalmashapam Shavarnamangalam Shimagatatam Bhuvi Grantiye Bhuidachana. The nectar of your words and the description of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. These narrations, transmitted by learned sages, eradicate one's sinful reaction. Thus to good fortune. This narration and broadcast all over the world and are filled with the spiritual power. Certainly, those who spread the message of God are most. So they are glorifying the preachers of the Lord. Gopis or the topmost devotees, they glorify those who preach about the Lord. Right? So take away finally. Krishna's fully self-sufficient, his pastimes show boundless mercy to conditioned souls. Yog Maya and Mahamaya differ entirely. Love satisfies Krishna, love satisfies oneself. The gopis are Krishna's eternal pleasure potency, engaged in pure spiritual devotion. Imitating Krishna's deadly poison, he alone is absolute supreme controller. Hearing from authorized disciples of student destroys material lust and awakens pure bhakti. So these are the takeaway. So any questions? So this is the topic what? Truth about fasting. What we saw between 29 to 33rd chapter.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you said the cows loves to Lord Krishna. So there is any pastime of this?
What? Can you repeat?
Yeah. Cow गाय जो है वो लॉर्ड कृष्णा को लव करते हैं. So there is any pastime for that?
There's a pastime. When Krishna became a Gopa, so now Gopa means he's taking the cows with him. So that day, Mother Yashoda said, "Beta, I will make a shoes for you. I'll make new shoes." Krishna, no, you have to give shoes to my 9 lakh cows. And 9 lakh into 2 pairs. How is that? When cow was, oh, Gopal loves us so much that he's not wearing the shoes because we are going. They went all over Vrindavan and whatever pebbles were there, they crushed them. Whatever thorns, pebbles. And even today, you see, you don't find pebbles in Vrindavan. You only find sound dust. So this is how the cows loves Krishna so much. So everybody loves, even peacock loves Krishna. Even the trees love Krishna. Even the monkeys love Krishna. Even the tigers love Krishna. Everybody loves Krishna in Vrindavan.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
My question is that like today, even today we can go to the temples like the main temple in Vrindavan, Dwarkaji. But it is said that we should not go to Nidhivan. And so ye kya, is this a rumor or is this truth that if anybody goes, they don't survive or something happens?
See how it is, I'll tell you. There is a Dham Vrindavan. There is a Krishna Prakatya Lila, Aprakatya Lila. When 5,000 years before, everybody could see Krishna's pastime. But when Krishna left, still the pastimes are happening, but you cannot see with the material eyes. So therefore, this places like Nidhivan, still those pastimes happen. But it may not be visible by the human eyes. And therefore, some area and the places are reserved that it should be left alone for the Lord's pastimes for those to happen. So we should interrupt that pastimes and keep the maryada of it there. So see, but you cannot see this pastime with the eyes of flesh. But if you do sadhana, you can see this pastime with Divya Drishti. For example, Rupa Goswami, who was a disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was sitting in meditation. And what he was seeing, Krishna had taken Srimati Radharani, and Srimati Radharani was climbing on a tree, and then Krishna left. And Srimati Radharani was hanging. And seeing that, Rupa Goswami was laughing. So even in this body, they develop that meditation, the Goswamis there. Now one limping Vaishnava was coming, and he thought that Rupa Goswami is laughing upon me. So then he felt very bad, and then Rupa Goswami's meditation broke. So the Goswamis were seeing. So that means you cannot see this pastime with the eyes of flesh. But by chanting Hare Krishna and following Guru Parampara, one day actually we'll get that qualification to see this beautiful pastime with all this pastime is really revealed to us. Right? So therefore, we should follow the process of bhakti to understand this pastime. There. So therefore, we don't have to go to those processes to disturb and try to see something with the eyes of flesh. But as the parampara goes, we need not interfere in those pastime. And they say actually, anybody who has stayed there, they have not lived. They have not lived, whoever have stayed in. And that's why they made sure that not even a monkey or anybody stays there in that area of Nidima. So that is true. Now, what people see, this I do not know. But nobody stays there at night. Anybody have stayed also, they have. Yes, any other question? Okay. So, nice. So I think it's a very beautiful pastime. And we'll continue our seeing further pastimes, how Krishna killed Arisasur. Krishna will leave Vrindavan and Krishna will go to Mathura. So we'll continue next Tuesday. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
We can thank our
Krishna
Raviraj
Prabhuji,
Prabhu
Dandavat
for making the
Pranam.
PPTs.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare